Good morning from a cold, frosty Lincolnshire, England, United Kingdom. We've had a pretty cold week here around the British Isles with some pretty low temperatures. But this morning, we are heading off to a subtropical paradise. In England, we're not even going abroad. How can we do that, you say? Are they going somewhere crazy near Aberdeen? In Scotland? A microclimate? No, we're not. We're not even going that far. We're going to Center Parcs in Sherwood Forest, the historical home of Robin Hood and his merry band. So, let's get going. I can't wait for this. Right, well, we just had a quick stop at Nanny's to pick up a hat, I think, to take with us for Mrs. G. Are you excited, kids? Yeah. Way! So when you arrive at Center Parcs, they're going to drive down to the drive-through check-in where they're going to give you a wristband which will allow you both to get into your lodge and also to use the lockers at the swimming pool as well. And then, depending on what time you've arrived, there are a couple of different options. So if it's after main check-in time of 4 o'clock, or I think it's 2 o'clock if you've paid for early check-in time, you'll be able to drive your car down to your lodge and actually unload all of your gear, and then you need to go and park your car in the main car park where most people will leave it for the duration of their stay. You can go and get it obviously to leave the park, come and go if you're going out on day trips, visits or to the shops, etc. But apart from that, you can't drive it around the park itself. If it is before check-in time, they're going to send you to the main car park where you leave your car and you can go and use the facilities for all of the day. Now, one thing to be aware of, if it is a transition day, check-in and departures day, people who are departing can actually stay in the park until midnight of that day. So that day, the Monday or the Friday, is incredibly busy. We were actually sent to park in a different place because the park was full. So it's actually quite quiet this week, but on the Monday we arrived, it was incredibly busy. So just be aware of that. Now you can pay, I think it's about £60 for early check-in, something around that figure. It gets you in a couple of hours earlier. We decided that wasn't really worth it to us. If it is to you, you can do that. Another tip, guys, so make sure if you are coming early but you can't get into your accommodation yet, make sure you bring, for example, your swimmers so you can use actually the Subtropical Paradise, the indoor swimming aquatic centre, any sports gear you might want, any of that. Get out your car before, when you park that in the main car park, have it all packed in maybe a special bag for the day so you can go off and do whatever you want to do and make the most of the arrivals day. And sometimes it can be worth not going down when those barriers open at 4 o'clock till everybody check in. Everybody wants to do it at 4 o'clock, don't they? But if you do leave it maybe a little bit later, then it can be a little bit less manic, shall we say, getting out of the car park and getting settled in to your accommodation. Now, if you want to make the most of the activities here, if you're coming, particularly in school holidays time, at busy times at weekends, make sure you do pre-book your activities because a lot of it will get booked up before you get here. And we've been here on a reasonably quiet week, so it's not too bad just walking down and booking things. But when it is a lot busier, it can be very difficult getting badminton courts, pickleball, some of the kind of main key activities here. If you want to do the aerial adventure, get it all booked in before you come. You can also book restaurants as well to make sure you've got a table there. So if you're coming in a busy time, make sure you do that pre-book before you come. Just give you a quick look at this out the back of our villa. We've got an executive lodge which I'll give you a look around, and you can see we're out on the lake here, and we're in a row of this is out the back, about 4 lodges here of our barbecue patio area. In the background we're facing out onto the lake here. It's absolutely lovely. So let's take it for a quick spin around Pine 704 Executive Woodlands Lodge. here at Center Parcs in Sherwood Forest. It was a 2-bedroom with a big open plan lounge area. So use your, oh, that's very nice of them, isn't it? Use your wristband to actually access the villa. It's got really good central heating system, which was great in the recent cold weather we've had. Nice little seating area here. Little kitchen. In fact, when we were coming to Center Parcs years ago, we always said how we wanted to build a home just like this. And we've actually just done that recently, a bit bigger than this, but similar kind of style. So great open plan. This is where our teens slept in the second bedroom here. It has an ensuite with a shower room in the bathroom here. So they were really pleased having that all to themselves. It's a really nice room, and it's got a reasonable amount of storage for a couple of people as well, with this nice wardrobe here and a few shelves in there too. There's also some obviously usual plug sockets, charging points. Nice little open plan kitchen area. You've got a microwave. There's an oven, gas oven here. There's even a coffee machine, and they give you about 8 pods as well. And then into the master bedroom, which we had plenty of shelving. You've got a TV in there. There was also a TV in the other room as well. Plenty of storage space. A nice airy room. Windows onto the outside, looking over to the lake. Yeah, lots of space to put your things. And the piece de resistance with the executive lodge. And the only reason Mrs. G wanted me to book it was the Hydra bath, which is a whirlpool bath in the corner of the ensuite. Beautiful outside patio area with a barbecue onto the lake, and you can walk all around this as well. Nice sitting area for when you're chilling with that log fire on. Yeah, it's a lovely cabin actually, and we really enjoyed it in there. And you can even order food to your room, which takes about 30 minutes to 45 minutes to get it, and it was piping hot. There's an Indian that delivers, also a pizza place as well, and an Asian food eatery too. Time for a log fire. There's so many activities to do at Center Parcs. They number in the hundreds, but one really popular one, which we decided to do on day 2, was pottery painting. What do you fancy? Hey?
The penguin.
Are you going to go for penguin? Yeah? Have you chosen?
No.
You haven't chosen?
No.
We're going to be here all day. Have you chosen?
No, I'm not chosen.
Right. Mrs. G, have you chosen?
Yes, I think I'm going to be creative and go with one of the bowls and do a Disney design.
Yeah?
That's my plan.
Okay, they're going to be another hour, I think, choosing.
Or a bowl.
I think we're going to be a while. What do you reckon, guys? Are we there yet? No. No. About the Gruffalo.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm going to the ship. Here we go. Yeah?
Hey, let's have a look. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Like that.
Yeah, we can do that.
Right, Jemima, show me how you go.
Chameleon.
Is it a chameleon or a salamander?
No, it's the same thing.
I'm not sure. Oh.
Good choices.
Okay.
Right.
Very, isn't it?
Remind me of your lodge number.
Oh.
704 Pine.
Thing to remember is use this tile as a guide. This is what everything will look like tomorrow. So when it's been glazed and fired, it will come out looking like this. You'll find what comes out of the tubes is slightly different. It's a lot paler. And just for an example, 23 and 24 do come out looking very pink, but they will be red.
Hey.
Blimey, you're going great, guys. You're going to be finished like an hour before me. Are we getting on over there? I've been going about half an hour. What do you think? No, it's not really that bad. Let's have a look.
And now,
Mrs. G, how are you doing?
I'm doing alright. I got flowers. Pretty flowers.
Oh, that's looking good.
Stippled outside.
How are you doing, Felix? Let's have a look. Oh, he is looking good. Have we got a name yet?
No.
How's that looking? Oh, brilliant. Yeah. They're all a bit further ahead than me. 5 hours later, I'm nearly there.
Right, what have you done?
Wouldn't be the same without the mouse. Well, it's 24 hours later and we're going in to check our pottery. Aren't we, guys?
I'm very excited.
Yeah? Let's go and see how it's turned out. Hey, a smile at the front there, isn't it? Hello, yes, I hope so. There's one more coming. There we go. All inclusive, the pottery came in at just under £100 for the 4 of us. Time to check out the aquatic dome, the Subtropical Paradise, where we spent quite a bit of time, and it's open from 10 o'clock in the morning till late into the evening. So in the dome here at Center Parcs, it's beautifully warm in here on this winter's day. There's a main pool, smaller pool areas, there's whirlpool baths, there's rapids that you can go down, some bigger slides and some smaller slides. There's Starbucks as well, there's some cabanas you can hire, about £140 for 3 days, if that takes, so 3 hours, sorry, if that takes your fancy. Or you can just chill out around the edges. So it's lovely and warm. It's quite quiet today. Kids are enjoying the wave pool, which comes on every 10 minutes or so. So it's really pleasant today. It was very busy on the crossover day, on the Monday that we arrived, but so much quieter today. So we are just chillaxing. Mrs. G, are we chillaxing? Yeah. Are you enjoying the pool, kids?
Yeah!
What's the best part of the swimming dome here at Center Parcs?
I like the slides.
The slides, yeah?
And the rapids.
The rapids. Are the rapids a bit mad?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Right, off you go then.
Yeah.
So Felix, what have you been doing? Tell me all about this. Apparently you can collect Pokemon in Center Parcs. So what we got here, you've got the Pokemon app that you've downloaded, and you've collected what, how many so far? 6 or 7?
Yeah.
And they're everywhere around. So if you want to while away an hour at Center Parcs, there's many, as well as the many activities you can do. If you're a Pokemon collector or is it a geocacher, well, you can do this, and they've got Pokemon stops all over the park, and Felix has enjoyed doing that for an hour today. So. And on our second evening, we headed into Wish Light Village, this amazing winter lights display. It's open from about 12 o'clock till about 8 p.m. every day. It was all included in our holiday breaks. We didn't have to pay any extra to get in. Incredible light display, really fantastic. We spent about 45 minutes in there. There's also a tippy house. You can get some winter drinks, you can roast marshmallows, and there's some winter crafts and activities you can do in here as well. It was so good, we did go back on our third night and our fourth night, and better than many of the Christmas displays that we'd seen over the winter period. A little bit dark here at Center Parcs. We're heading back to the villa now. We've just been to see those beautiful lights, absolutely fantastic, I think you'll agree. Just heading back through the country club now. We've only been going 3 hours. No, I'm only kidding. It's about a 25-minute walk from the centre to where we're staying on the outer edge of the park. But it's pretty useful to have a torch. And Mrs. G has got a torch. Got a torch, Mrs. G? Yeah?
What?
Have you got a torch, Mrs. G?
Yeah, if I didn't bring it with me.
Oh, I thought you had it.
No, they
Mama
use
said you
my
had the torch.
phone torch.
Okay. Well, now we're just we've come through about 20 minutes of darkness, and we've arrived at the Dozing Duck at the Country Club, which I think we're going to try out tomorrow night. We're about 5 minutes now from the lodge. We're going to get the fire on. It's about a 25-minute walk from the centre to if you're staying on the outer part of the park, which we are. It gets pretty dark at Center Parcs at night, so quick tip: bring a torch, powerful torch, headband torch, anything like that, and it'll stop you falling in a few holes on your way back and forth to the centre. We didn't pay the £60 extra to choose our lodge, so surprise, surprise, Center Parcs, as you'd expect, did put us on the outer rim. So it's up to you whether you think paying for your location is worth it to you. We've got a great lodge, but we do have this walk in and out the centre a couple of times a day. Oh, we're lost at Center Parcs. It's official. We've just traced our steps back to the country club. It's dark everywhere. As I was saying, bring at least 6 torches and a flare, because you could be lost out here forever. And sustenance. Bring water, drinks, maybe some snacks, eh?
Walking shoes.
And because you could be walking a fair time if you come out at night. We think we found our way home, but we'll check in soon.
Stop for forest.
We've done it. We've made it. Pine 7:04. We're back. Time to get the fire log on, put the feet up. We've done about a marathon of walking today, and we didn't even try. Very good practice if you're going to the Disney parks.
And of course, as home educators, we always have to find time for this.
Hi guys.
Hey. Hello.
Bit of maths, eh?
Bit of maths.
And that's how cold it is at Center Parcs this week. Look at that. They've got the ice-breaking boat out in the distance. It's all been frozen over again today.
And every now and then you get a little visitor.
He's actually knocking with his beak.
Yeah. Hello. Hello.
Oh gosh.
During our 4 days and 4 nights at Center Parcs, we tried a number of activities. We tried pickleball. That was great fun. We also tried the interactive squash arena where you can play all sorts of games. And I can tell you, it took quite a bit of energy to do that for 45 minutes. That was great fun as well. You can also play it with squash rackets too, using the wall projector. And of course, there was the roller skating, which the kids absolutely loved, and that was great fun too. There's a lot of activities. You do pay for most of the activities. The only thing really included is the swimming itself. Now, one of the things that Center Parcs is most famous for is its cycle-friendly environment, and they have a huge cycle centre, so you can take your own bicycles or you can actually hire them. You can hire them with trailers for small children, as well as all sorts of different bicycles. And as you can see, there are hundreds of them. They go on forever. And in fact, actually, on when we were leaving and checking out, we saw about 100 of the housekeeping staff riding the bikes in as well. So there are bikes everywhere, and it can be sometimes tricky to navigate that as a pedestrian. So just be a little bit careful when you are walking around. But if you're a cyclist, you're going to love it. Rather handily near our accommodation was the Dozing Duck family pub, and we enjoyed it here. It was a lovely place to sit and have a drink and eat, and they also had a shuffleboard you could play, table shuffleboard, and also this kind of crazy pool stroke golf putting area. It's like a crazy golf, but with pool cues. So that was good fun too. In the village square, there are a range of restaurants and shops, including Rajinder Pradesh, an Indian-themed restaurant. There's Bella Italia, Cafe Rouge. There is Hook's Bar and Grill. Pancake Parlor is just around the corner. And there's also Las Iguanas as well, which is a relatively new addition to Center Parcs. And then there's the Parc mini supermarket, which has a lot of co-op goods in it, and it has a lovely little deli stroke bakery, Krispy Kreme donuts. There's pasties and bacon rolls you can get for snacks every day, pretzels, hot dogs, burgers we saw there too. There is logs for your fire in the cabin. There's barbecues, there's marshmallows you can get from the pit. So it's a really good shop in terms of what it has available. The quality of the food's really good in there as well. The only thing I would say is you're a captive marker, and it is quite expensive, so you will pay a fair bit more than you'd probably expect to pay in your local shop back home.